I'm super excited today to have two gentlemen joining me. Not only are they business partners, they're brothers. I've gotten to know them. I guess it was a few years ago. We've done business, and now we're recently doing business again, which I'm super excited about. Um, they were local union tradesmen and still are, and they started their business almost 7 years ago. And their story is a pretty neat one, and I think everyone's going to enjoy. Anthony and John Zurzolo, welcome to the show.
How's it
Thank
going?
you.
Thank you.
I'm glad you guys are joining me today, man. Really excited about this.
That's glad you invite us to be on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be good.
I wanted to step back and start with you, Anthony. When it all started for you, why you chose the construction world and how that came about.
So it's kind of like a long story, but I'll make it short. I was actually in 99, I was doing concrete work. And this kid would come home every day from work. He was a high-rise window cleaner, and he was always asking me, "Oh, why don't you come work for my dad? Why don't you come work for my dad?" And I was like, I'm good. I don't want to hang off of buildings. I'm good doing concrete. So I did that. We started hanging out. It was a Native American family. So they had 10, 11 brothers, everything. So a big family. So I started hanging out with all the brothers and everything. And then November 29th, which is the day after my birthday at 99, he fell off a building and passed away in Center City.
Oh, wow.
So right after that, I was at, the viewing with the family, everything. And then right after that in 2000, I started working for his father with One Source, which was one of the biggest window cleaning companies in Philadelphia that did all the commercial in the city.
Okay.
So I started working with him. I told him I would do inside stuff. I didn't want to hang off of skyscrapers. He was like, all right, well, you're a clean cut kid. Maybe I'll let you be my inside manager. So I started doing all insides for him. And then we were in Lehigh University in 2000 in the summer. And there was like a little 4-story building. It was a Friday afternoon. He was like, hey, Tone, you want to give it a try? And I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try. So I went over, did like a couple of drops with him at the end of the day, picked up everything. He was like, how'd you like it? I said, it was good. It was cool. It was cool than being inside. Mm-hmm. I said, but I'm good. And he was like, all right, you want to work tomorrow? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll work. It was Saturday overtime. I was like, cool, I'm getting invited to overtime. So I get invited to overtime. I show up at the shop that morning. I'm like, where are we going, guys? He's like, oh, we're going to One Liberty. So I was hanging 61 stories the next day. And I never went inside again except for rainy days.
Okay. No fear at all? Hanging 61
no,
stories?
I mean, I just didn't. I had it. Yeah. So it just didn't bother me. I did it. The only fear was my paycheck. I wanted to make sure I was getting paid for it. So we did that. And then they got another OSHA violation that year at the Bellevue. And OSHA ended up shutting down the division. And One Source actually closed down a division in Philadelphia and then sold out to Jenkintown.
Okay. Got it.
So once they sold out to Jenkintown, we were offered all jobs over there to shift over. But I didn't want to go because I didn't feel like switching back and forth. I could have worked in New York with the custodian engineers. I could have kept traveling and doing that. Mm-hmm. So I said, I'll do that. And then my friend's father, which we all called him Pop, his name was Stoney. We all called him Pop. He was like, well, I want to start a business. You want to help me out, start my business? You're the only one that, I could trust like that. That'll help me out and be there every day for me. So I was like, all right, I'll help you out. So I was collecting $90 a week, unemployment, working for cash, 12, 16 hours a day, getting beat for cash on jobs by other contractors, not paying us. Like I did this for 6 months and then I couldn't do it no more. And then him and the sons went to Jenkintown. I hung back a little bit, collected for a little bit more. And then I finally crawled my way over there and started working with them.
Okay.
Then after that, I just, I don't know, you want me to keep going with my story?
No, that's a good start. I mean, I know you were with Jenkintown for 14 years.
Yeah.
And we'll get into, you guys starting your business together, which again is a really neat story, how you guys started. And what's the age gap between you guys?
I think it's 6.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And John, how did you get started in the construction world?
I was doing construction in the Poconos at the time, building houses, and I wasn't getting paid good. And Anthony was working at Jenkintown at the time. He was the operation manager.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony kept calling me up saying, listen, come down here. I'll get you started cleaning the windows and you can start off a career down here doing that. I actually wanted to be a plumber. So my main thing was to come down to Philadelphia and join the plumbers union. And I kept trying to get into there. That wasn't working out. And then finally I gave in to Anthony and started cleaning windows with him at Jenkintown. And I was there for about 7 years until we left.
Okay. And that's a laborer, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Just doing labor work.
Labor work. And I know you guys hold local 252 Glazer union card, correct?
Yes.
When did that switch over?
From when we started the company, we couldn't get into 32 BJ at first. So we had to join 252 Glazers.
Okay.
So we were in 252. We still have 5 guys in 252 Glazers, and then we have the rest of our guys are in 32 BJ. So we're in 2 different halls right now. Okay.
Gotcha. So you started the company almost 7 years ago, Premier Window Cleaning. And if listeners out there don't know what they've done with their business in 6 to 7 years it's really amazing. I mean, they have clients, CHOP, Eagles, NFL Films, University Penn, among other universities, Brandywine Realty Trust, Fogo de Chao, which is one of my favorite restaurants. It's pretty amazing, commercial clients. I know you guys also do residential as well. What's the split between commercial and residential cleaning services?
So when we first started Premier, we started in 2014. It was kind of like behind the scenes. We did it like after work. So it was all residential. Residential is what built us. Mm-hmm. So we did residential South Jersey, work all day for Jenkintown, come home all night, work all night. We would have customers. The way we schedule customers, we tell them we were so booked with work during the day that we'd have to come after hours to do the house. And they were like, all right, as long as you could get it done, you get it done. So we're there 8, 9 o'clock at night doing people's houses and getting it done. And then, so we carried the residential on until we opened up big time, until we started getting it. So residential now is probably like 15% of our company. Yeah. If that 10 to 15.
Yeah.
We kind of pulled away. We kept all of our customers, but we kind of like don't solicit it too much anymore because it's just so hard getting to residentials. A lot of them are all in New Jersey. We do. So we try, we if people call, we do it. So, I mean, and 99% of the time when we bid in a residential, we get it. So.
Awesome. And what are some of the other services? Obviously, you guys are cleaning these tall windows, and I want to share, or you share your YouTube channel at some point, John. People need to go on your YouTube channel and see these videos of these guys on these scaffolds, just dropping these buildings hundreds and hundreds of feet up in the air. It gets me a little queasy, but it's really, really cool videos. What other services do you guys provide?
We do power washing, caulking, window cleaning, power washing, caulking. What else?
Snow removal.
Snow removal. Those are 3.
We're certified scaffold riggers. Bird abatement, spider abatement. That's pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
Window restoration.
Scaffolding, window cleaning, caulking, and power washing are our biggest things.
Got it. Tell me a little bit about your customer bill of rights.
So basically with the customer bill of rights, we just try and explain to people like what to look for. Like what to look for and what we provide on everything, like what we're going to guarantee to our customer. And a lot of the stuff we guaranteed to people, like in the beginning, we tried telling customers that we don't need a contract with them. Like if they don't feel comfortable with us, we'll come in there, do our work, and our work will prove that we belong with you. And you can get rid of us tomorrow if you want. We don't ever have to sign any contracts with you. We'll just work and then you'll see what we deserve.
Your service. Yeah.
Our service will prove everything.
Yep. And I read that on your website, and I really like that. And I thought it would be good for you to share what that's about. No, that's great. So before you guys made the leap the leap to start your own company. Talk about your, your fears. Talk about, the doubters, the people saying that you can't do it, because I'm sure you had that.
I didn't have no doubts. There was no doubt at all.
Like,
You, I was
I
not
mean,
negative at all.
were you guys thinking about it for some time, like, the pre-planning to make the move? Just talk a little bit about, when you finally made that leap of faith, and just share that experience.
I kind of was just getting fed up with my old job. There's just everything. I figured, just watching the whole business as it went, I said, I could do this myself. Like, with my partner, my brother, I said, me and him could do this. Everything that gets done on a daily basis. I watched how my brother ran the operations of the company. He was the head guy. I seen the way he ran everything, his contacts throughout the city, how he talked to people, how everybody loved him. You know what I mean? Everybody loved him. You know what I mean? So I said, listen, we could leave. I know we could do this. There's going to be no doubt in my mind that we can take off with this and be bigger than our other company we worked for. So I honestly, I didn't have no doubt at all. Anthony was scared. Don't lie, Anthony. He kept Anthony always told me this: if we can't pay my bills, you're gonna pay my bills for me, man. But
yeah, I did.
He
talked me into it. Like, I was asking for a raise for about 5 years, and every time I asked for it, it was like, we're looking it over. So came 2015, after we started doing a little bit on the side, I asked for my raise again, and it was like, all right, we're looking it over. And I was like, well, you're looking it over, and I'm running 65 men and the entire city. So, like, what are we going to do here? And then I came in that Friday, and I was like, what's going on with my raise? And they were like, well, there's a lot more overtime you could work and, make more money. Yeah. So I said, I'm working 80 hours a week, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, 80, all these hours. I said, I can't, you know what? You're right. I'll work more overtime. So came back in. It was like, I'm putting my month's notice in, I'm out. And they were like, what are you talking about? I said, I can't do this no more. I'm going to go work up in New York. I got my custodian engineer's license. I'm just going to go work up there. They're going to take care of me, work 4 days a week. I enjoy my family. So right after that, I got offered every dollar and every incentive to say for a month, every Friday, every got incentive. So Memorial Day weekend came. It was my last weekend. I said, look, I don't want anything. I'm gone. See you later. So we left. He talked me into it. I was doubting it big time because I was making good money. Yeah. But I needed a raise because I should have been making better money. Yeah. It should have came that. Yeah. What I was doing, I felt that if you're going to offer me a raise now that I'm leaving, then it's not good enough. You can't offer me to stay after I told you I'm leaving. Like, after I tried working this out, it's the bridge is burnt now. So we went out. I actually left first. So I left, started doing residential on my own, 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day. Johnny would get done his work shift. He'd come work with me, finish up, get me home, be done. So August came. I get a lead down in AC for 2 towers, huge lead. A nice $500,000 contract. So I called Johnny up Friday after Friday. I'm like, dude, we got this. The manager just called me. He said he's signing the contract on Monday. We could start next week. Awesome. Dude, put your 2 weeks notice in now. I'll push him for 2 weeks and we're golden. He was like, all right. So he goes in there, puts his 2 weeks notice in. By now, they already know that I'm out on my own doing like houses and stuff. They seen me, that word got around. So Johnny goes in, puts his 2 weeks notice in. They go, you know what? You could just leave and go with your brother. We know you're going with your brother. Just go with your brother. It's fine. We'll pay you your 2 weeks. Go. So Johnny calls me up. He's like, dude, they let me go. And I got 2 weeks. I was like, all right, great. Monday, we'll go sign the contract. We're good. Monday comes. There was a hurricane that weekend. It knocked the 2 roofs off of these 2 buildings and AC off, causing a multi-million-dollar roofing project. Guy calls me Monday and goes, hey, I'm so sorry. We can't sign the contract. Roofs are, and I was like, what? So now it's me, Johnny, and houses. Wife and kids at home. One in the oven. I think Johnny's wife had one in the oven.
Yeah, she had one in the oven.
I just had one. I just had the second. So now I'm like, dude,
Talk about
sweating. I'm like, I
adversity.
told you
Yeah.
this wasn't gonna work out, man. This is not what was supposed to happen. So our backs were against the wall, and then we just started going out working and soliciting every single day.
Yep.
And then our first huge contract was, thanks to Johnny, Sierra Center in Philadelphia. He walks in there. He's been doing it since he's 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
They tell us, are you in the union? No, we're not in the union. We're trying to get in. All right, we'll get in the union, and then you could bid our building. We worked with the Glaziers.
Mm-hmm.
32 BJ was supposed to sign us, but there was some issues. They didn't want to sign us. Apparently, I was too small. The two-man crew was too small, so they couldn't sign a two-man union crew.
Okay.
So we went to the Glaziers. They interrogated us about 10 to 12 meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Then they finally wrote us a contract. We got in the Glaziers union. We walked right back in the Sierra Center. Building was up for bid. We bid it. We scored a 5-year contract.
Awesome.
After that, it was like history, man. We went from 2 guys to 25 guys now.
Mm-hmm.
In 6 years, we're growing every single day. It's crazy. And it's just like, every time, like I get more nervous because I do all the scheduling, like operations. Johnny's a big financial guy, handles all the payrolls and all that stuff. So like when I see a schedule getting light, I start panicking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I'm not gonna have work for my guys.
Yep.
And then next thing you know, it's like boom, like angels are watching over us, and we just get hit, and it's like boom, 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 and or backed up again.
Yep.
Even my operation guy tells me all the time. He's like, every time you say you're scared and we're slow, that 2 days later you're telling me I got to work 3 shifts. I was like, I know, I can't. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, that's such an awesome story. And what I love about you guys is the love that you have for each other as brothers and business partners. And you can see the love you have for your guys. I mean, I'm in your shop, you're pretty often now these days, and I could just see your guys like being there. You can see the, the relationship that you have with your people. And I'm sure the clients and the new clients that are to come also see that. And it's just great to see.
Yeah.
It's great to see.
Yeah. We have an awesome crew, man. It's a real tight crew. We enjoy throughout the year with barbecues outside the shop. The guys, they could do whatever, they come back on a Friday, they hang out there, they talk all through the summer, they hang out and laugh and joke.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll have a nice Christmas party, go out to eat and everything. And we try and do as much as we can when we can, but we get so busy sometimes and tied up that we have to stop and realize like, hey, we got to do something with these guys and go enjoy something and have a good time, because they're out there breaking their backs every single day for the company and just helping us grow. Without them, we wouldn't be where we are. And we just put in a lot of time, man.
Yeah.
To go back to when we first started, once we got that 5-year contract with Sierra Center, we were actually a 3-man crew at the time, and we were working all day. We were cleaning glass, and from 3:30 to 10 p.m. at night, we were moving scaffolds around the city for the Glaziers Union.
That was actually a big thing that kept us moving for a while. The scaffolding in the city,
that helped us big time.
Mm-hmm. And just so people know, both of these gentlemen, John and Anthony, they are up on those scaffolds. They're actually up there cleaning on those high buildings. God bless you guys, because that's not something that many people can do or want to do.
Yeah.
No, I know. And it's hard. A lot of people say, I could do that.
Yeah.
And then you get them up there and they freeze.
Yeah. Yep. I get it. No, great story. So you've now been in business going on 7 years. Where do you see your company going? What are your plans for the future growth?
I definitely want to get more work.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to keep hiring more guys. We're at like almost 25 guys now.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might be at 24, 25, but we have a lot of hours working. So these guys are getting a lot of overtime. So the more guys you hire, the less overtime the other guys will be getting. So I don't know. I want to keep the same amount of guys that we have now. Keep everybody busy. Get some more work on the board, but I don't think we should be hiring anymore. I think that's as big as we want to get.
Mm-hmm.
But we're branching off into other things. Like I said, the scaffolding part of it's getting bigger. And real estate, obviously, as you know, I want to get involved more into real estate.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I definitely think we grow a little bit each year. And what the work that we have and the men we have, these guys are all making great money. So they can make all the overtime they want. They enjoy it. I got guys like we put a sign out sheet for the weekends and nights every week. And like 95% of those guys sign up every day, every night. And they're ready to go every night. And it's like, you get a little slow for a little bit and they start getting scared. Like we don't have doubles every day. And they're like, oh, we don't have like, what's going on with the work? I'm like, relax. We worked doubles for the last 6 months. Like,
Yeah.
We're gonna, it'll get back.
They're
Don't
getting
worry.
used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, they get used to it, but it's good. They're hungry. They want to work. But, and don't get me wrong. Like I want as much work as I can for all my guys.
Yeah.
And I want them all to make great money and as much money as they could possibly make. So by us hiring more guys, it's more of a headache because you have to go around and just check on more jobs and do all that. Where like where we're at now, these guys will take care of their work. And we tell them all the time, like, yo, you got to take care of this work because we lose something, it's going to hurt everybody. But, knock on wood, we've had a great name out there and our guys are doing great work. We don't have, maybe little stupid complaints, but nothing bad, nothing serious, like a smear on a window or something, but nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and I've worked for places that the complaints were like 10 a day and it was nuts.
Yeah.
So we see that's the mistakes I saw where I was that when we did this, we made sure we fixed all that from the top down, from the office to the men on the field. I knew where to fix everything.
Yeah. Now you both are so very service oriented. You can see that, and you have passion for what you're doing, and it shows. It absolutely shows. And speaking of passion, what do you guys like to do outside of work? What are your hobbies? What are you passionate about? John, you want to go first?
Yeah. I'm big with my family, man. I like hanging out with the kids. Hiking, man. I love hiking. I love being outdoors. And probably golf too. I'm starting to get into golf. I have a good score, but I'm starting to like golf a little bit better. But
it is a lot of fun.
One things, man. Yeah, I enjoy. The kids are in sports, man. Soccer, football, baseball. I love being a part of that, man. That's like my thing. Go home, get involved in the sports. I love that, watching the kids grow.
Yeah, awesome. How about you, Ant?
Yeah, I love the sports with the kids. My kids are playing soccer, football, all that. Go fishing. Yeah. But I'm not a big hiker. If I go on vacation with Johnny, I got to sign up to go climb Rocky Mountains and everything. But it's not by choice. But I love golf. I'm big into golf. I love playing golf.
Yeah.
So it's been like my addiction, and I'm a gym rat. So
yeah,
I work all day. I go home. I go right to the gym, take care of that. And then once I get done that, it's whatever the kids' sports we're doing. We're going to do something, go ride bikes or something.
Yeah. And
just hang out. Like it's really my friends are my family. So I don't really hang out with too many people, but close neighbors. We got neighbor cliques and everything. And we all hang out on the weekends and just Kevin McGuigan's my best neighbor.
Love Kevin.
So, but yeah, so that's all it is, man. Just enjoying life.
No, I love it.
Vacations, and I love going on vacation, especially with the family. Like we do a big family vacation.
That's true.
Once to twice a year. We actually, Johnny and I are really close. We're the only siblings, but even our wives are close. Our kids are close. So like everything's like real tight. We all hang out.
Yeah. No, awesome. And that Pebble Beach vacation's not a bad one either, right?
Oh my God, that was a dream come true.
The weather could have been a little better, but
yeah.
But I'm sure you made the best of it.
Yeah, you guys were enjoying 75 degrees while we were enjoying 40 and 50
perfect
mile winds. Yeah, it was like 20. It felt like 25 degrees out there.
Yeah, we definitely had a nice stretch of good weather. So, what projects do you have right now that are really making you guys excited? What new clients? Anything you want to share there?
Well, we got a lot of new stuff. Like right now, we're coming into the winter, so right now we're getting ready to jump in all our Comcast Center and Comcast CTC interior biannual cleanings and everything. So that gets us excited through the winter and going. And we just did 3720 Chestnut. That was just built by Hunter Roberts out there. So we just did a big construction cleaning there that we just wrapped up.
Okay.
And we're looking to get the ongoing right now. They're getting ready to sign the ongoing with us. So Other than that, nothing really big popped up. We got a couple of malls up in Princeton that we just got. So get
Great.
ready to start that, and a couple of big skylight jobs out in the suburbs of King of Prussia out there for Brandywine. We're getting ready to do.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent.
You want to get
also
construction
we
field.
just got the Philadelphian. So we're wrapping up out there next week. That was a job that been trying to get me for the last 5 years. We couldn't really meet on anything, but we finally got what we needed now to get the job done, and they hired us this year.
Mm-hmm.
So it worked in our benefit. We hung around. We kept bidding it every year. We were not the cheapest, but we finally got it because the last contractor couldn't make them happy. So
Gotcha.
now we're over there making them happy.
No, congrats on that.
The manager yesterday told me he's got the first like 10 compliments he's got in the last like 6 years. He's like, these people don't compliment. They don't give compliments out here.
Awesome.
I got like a couple of complaints, but I knew it was coming. There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of elderly in there. Everybody's sitting at home with COVID.
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing to do but look at the window cleaners out there.
Mm-hmm.
So like you get a couple, and I knew from the past from running that job years ago that these people call every single day.
Mm-hmm.
So when I wasn't getting that call every day, I was like, I think we're doing all right.
Mm-hmm. Congrats on that contract, man. That's great. That's great. So you guys have any questions for me at all?
No, not that I can think of.
I really appreciate you guys being on the show. And one last thing, if someone were to want to get into construction, be a tradesman, what's your advice for them? And I like to hear both of your takes on how a young, 17, 18-year-old getting ready to finish high school, what path would you recommend if they realize college is not for them and they think construction is something that interests them? What do you recommend they do?
I think honestly, man, in high school, you should, if you're not going to go to college, go to vocational school, the high school vocational school, and then learn a trade from there. I mean, that's what I did. I picked up the plumbing, and then that's the direction I want to go in, but it didn't. But I still got involved with my hands out in the trades. I think vocational schools are great, man. Learn that trade at a young age. You can go out there and then just get a job and just work at it.
Yeah.
By high school, you should know where you want to be, what you want to do, really. But vocational schools are great, man. That's really what I stand with, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
No, great advice. Great advice.
Yeah, absolutely. I would recommend getting in trades if they're not going to go to college and just getting there young. And don't get a big head. Just stay focused, do your job, work as much as you can. Because sometimes a lot of these guys, they get into a thing and then they see everything and they see what's going on and they think the grass is greener somewhere else and they want to switch over, but it's not. Like you just gotta stay focused. Unless you want to be your own boss.
Yeah.
That's a different story. But if not, get in the trades union, get in there young, get your pension ready, get everything, start packing away. Don't worry about packing your raises to your hourly rate. Pack it to your 401ks and your pensions. Throw it all to your pension. It's like a lot of these guys, they think, oh, I just want it in my check. I want it in my check. But you're not thinking about when it's time to retire. Like you need this money and start building up and just, don't party.
Yeah. I
missed a lot of partying because I chose to work once I got out of high school. 17 years old, I was out. I had my own apartment at 18 years old. I moved out. I think I was still 17. I moved out and just work, man. Overtime, as much overtime as I could. Do whatever you can and you'll be successful.
Yeah. And keep that attitude, that right attitude through that whole process is so important.
Yep. Negativity is going to bring you down. Negativity is definitely going to bring you down. Yep. And like for window cleaners, we do a lot of work where it's different than like other trades where they're working all day long for their 8 hours and they clock out. Our guys can go knock out a job and get their 8 hours by 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? And be done and be home.
Yep.
So
the whole afternoon. Yep.
And have the whole afternoon to yourself and you got paid 8 hours. You're sitting at home at the park with your kids and you're getting paid still. It's 1 o'clock and you're still getting paid.
Definitely a hustling job. If you're a hustler,
it's a hustling job. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't do like the breaks. Like the guys can take breaks, lunch break and everything in their break. But these guys work right through everything and they just get it done and get out of there and get home.
A lot of the trades are like that. And now's the perfect time to be in the trades. You can get home and watch the Masters, right?
That's it right now. Go Tiger.
Yeah. Gentlemen, man, this has been a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. And I really appreciate you sharing your story. Because like I said to you earlier, prior to the recording, it's going to inspire many. And your story is a great one. Your success is awesome. And like I often say to many people, I feel I'm just getting started. And I know you guys are too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It'll be fun to grow together.
Absolutely, man. It's going to be a great journey. And
Yeah,
once
man.
we get past COVID,
Yep.
that's what I told John. I said, like people tell you, like after 5 years, you made it. Like you could stop worrying about everything, stop panicking. So we got to 5 years, and I was like, yo, we made it. And then this year, COVID hits,
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh my god, dude, COVID's gonna bury us.
Yeah.
We're gonna be done. We're gonna lose the company. And so I feel like once you get past COVID, there ain't nothing stopping us.
Yeah. I mean, you pivoted though. You pivoted and now,
Yep.
you've seen different ways to move the company in a direction to work around COVID, right? I mean, you're still getting
Exactly.
opportunities.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Our guys do all the PPE stuff. We got
Mhm.
we bought a facial recognition temperature check scanner for
Mhm.
our shop that the guys go through every day. They wear stickers on their shirts that say they passed and what time it was.
Right.
So like we're following all that stuff, and that got us through. We emailed all our customers letting them know that. And once they felt comfortable about everything, they started getting work done again.
Love it. Love it. Gentlemen, happy Friday to you. Enjoy
Same
the
to you,
rest
man.
of your day. And I'm looking forward to this to go live, which will go live in a couple weeks. And hey, one other thing. If someone wants to get a hold of you guys, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Email. My email is john@wehatedirtywindows.com. They can also visit our website at wehatedirtywindows.com. And I want people to check out my YouTube page, Premier Window Clean LLC. We got a bunch of good videos on there.
Mm-hmm. Great. I love that slogan. wehatedirtywindows.com.
It was actually a big hit, man. A lot of people love that. We always get compliments on
You can't
that.
forget it.
No, you can't.
We got that from Steven Singer. We hate Steven Singer.
Yes. Yes. No, good stuff. And social media wise, what are you guys most active on?
Was it Facebook and Instagram?
Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
LinkedIn is LinkedIn too, right?
Yep.
LinkedIn too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. LinkedIn too
Okay.
as well. Yeah. We throw our videos up there on LinkedIn and everything.
Excellent, gentlemen.
All right. Great.
Thank
man.
you again.
No,
Yep.
thank you, Nick.
Yes. And I'll be talking to you guys soon.
All
You
right,
got it,
sweet.
brother.
Cool.
Take
Thanks.
care.
Take care. See you. Bye.